Everyone's cooking Oreos after seeing this genius idea. I'll start by adding 180 grams of Oreos into this pot with hot water. Mix it well until everything comes together. You're going to fall in love with the result of this recipe. Now I'll add 1 cup of sugar. Then 1 cup of milk. Mix it well again until it's all combined. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Matthew Collins from Chicago, Illinois. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Now I'll transfer this to a bowl. I'll add 3 eggs, a 1/4 cup of oil. Mix it well until fully combined. This became one of my favorite recipes from the very first time I tried it. I just can't stop making it now. Do you also love chocolate cake? If you know a secret trick, let me know. I'll add 2 cups of wheat flour. Mix again, slowly, no rush. Besides being delicious, this recipe is super nutritious. The ingredients I picked are rich in flavor and also good for your health. It shows you can eat well and still take care of yourself with recipes like this. With just a few ingredients and little time, you can prepare this treat. Look how it's turning out. Perfect like this. I'll add 1 tablespoon of baking powder to give our cake the right shape. Mix again. This recipe has a few steps where we really need to mix well. But just take your time and everything will come out perfect in the end. It's so worth it. I love making chocolate recipes. The flavor is just amazing. Now I'll pour everything into a greased baking pan. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. In a pot, I'll add 2 cups of condensed milk. To make it even better, I'll add 1/2 cup of heavy cream. When combined, these ingredients create an explosion of flavor. Everyone will love it. When you make this, take a picture and send it to me. I'd love to see it. I'll add 1 cup of milk powder. Mix it again until fully incorporated. Once it reaches this texture, it's perfect. Now I'll spread this mixture right over the cake. Make sure to cover it well. Look how beautiful it's turning out. It's a simple recipe, but the secret is in the combination of ingredients I used. If you also get the quantities right, I'm sure yours will be just as perfect as mine. Now just cut it and serve it on a plate. It works for any occasion. It's a great option to bring the family together. Let me know what you think of this recipe. I'd love to hear from you. And you'll see, you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen to enjoy an amazing dish like this.
Whenever I make breakfast like this, everyone asks for the recipe. I'm going to start by adding 10 grams of active dry yeast into a large bowl, followed by 1 cup of warm water, and mix. I'll cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest for 10 minutes. After this time, I'll add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1/2 cup of oil, 2.5 cups of wheat flour, and mix everything well. This is the perfect consistency. I'll cover the bowl again and let the dough rise for 1 hour. In a pan, I'll add oil and 200 grams of butter, stirring until it melts completely. Now, I'll transfer the melted butter to a large bowl, then add the prepared dough and mix well until it becomes smooth and homogeneous. I'll cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let the dough rise for another 30 minutes. After this time, I'll place the dough on the table, roll it out. Tell me, what's your favorite breakfast recipe? I'd love to know. Add 100 grams of shredded cheddar cheese and mix well to incorporate it. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a big shout out. Today's shout out goes to Emily Carter from New York. I'm happy that you're enjoying our recipes. I'll separate 1/4 of the dough, roll it out to a medium thickness, not too thin, not too thick. Then I'll cut it into thin strips. Once you make this recipe for breakfast, you won't want to make anything else. It turns out absolutely amazing. I'll place the remaining dough into a baking bag, arrange the strips on top, and seal the bag. I'll bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. This bread turns out super soft, fluffy, and delicious.
Don't eat bread. Make this delicious breakfast at home. For our recipe, I'm going to mash 2 bananas. I'm sure this recipe will become part of your routine just like it did mine. After trying this treat, I don't spend as much money on bread anymore. I'll leave it like this and set it aside. Next, in this bowl, I'll add 3 whole eggs. I'm going to whisk our eggs well. This secret meal that restaurants don't want you to discover. This recipe works at any time of the day, but I prefer to make it for breakfast. I'll add our mashed bananas. Guys, the result will impress you. I'll whisk again until the bananas mix well with the eggs. Now I'll add a cup of rolled oats and then half a cup of milk. I'll mix all our ingredients. Everyone here at home loves this recipe because of how incredible the result is. Dieting has never been so easy. After replacing bread with this recipe, which is not only delicious but also very healthy, I feel more energetic and lively. Then I'll add a teaspoon of cinnamon powder and half a teaspoon of salt. I'll mix a little more. This is an amazing recipe, quick, easy, with few ingredients that you probably already have at home, and best of all, it's delicious. There's no reason not to make it at home. To finish, I'll add a teaspoon of baking powder. I'll mix again to ensure the baking powder is fully incorporated into our recipe, resulting in a consistent and smooth batter. Let me know if you have any different recipes using oats, bananas, and eggs. I'd love to hear more about your favorite recipes. Now I'll add a bit of oil to this pan. With the help of a silicone brush, I'll spread the oil all over the pan. All my friends ask me how I make this recipe. I'll add some batter. I'll make 3 portions here. But this recipe makes much more than that. I make it according to how hungry I feel. I even make it for my afternoon snack. I'll let it cook until one side is browned. Then I'll flip our recipe to fry both sides. I also like to add fruit to this delicious breakfast. Everyone here loves it. Try it with any fruit of your choice. Once both sides are fried, I'll transfer our recipe to a plate. Whenever I make this recipe, there's never anything left. Everyone here eats it and asks for more, so now I make it every week. To give it a special touch, I'll add a bit of honey on top of the dish. You'll save a lot of money making this recipe. Now our recipe is ready. I have no doubt that you'll come back here to thank me for teaching you this healthy and delicious breakfast. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Got cabbage at home? Then make this delicious recipe right now. To start today's recipe, I'll cut half a cabbage into thin strips. Once it's cut, I place everything in a glass dish. This recipe is amazing. The result will surprise you. I'm going to add 3 eggs to a bowl, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and beat everything well. After the eggs are well mixed, I pour them over the cabbage and stir until everything is nicely combined. And before I forget, Tell me what city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Ashley Miller from San Antonio, Texas. I'm really happy you're enjoying our recipes. In a pan, I add some olive oil and spread it well. This recipe has already become a routine in my home. And I'm sure once you try it, it'll become part of your routine too. Now I bring the cabbage mixture into the pan. I cover the pan and let it cook for 10 minutes. After that, I uncover it and, using a plate, flip my omelet. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce and spread it across the top. I bet you'll never want to make omelets any other way after learning this one. I'm sure this recipe will surprise you and your whole family. Next, I slice 3 hot dogs into rounds. Every time I make this recipe, I realize how much the final look depends on this step. This is where we get the texture right, define the finish, and turn the dish into something that wins people over just by the way it looks. Once sliced, I place the hot dogs over the top just like this. And this is the part where I always stop and think, would you add anything different here? Let me know, because it's through that exchange that the most interesting versions are born. Now I add mozzarella to taste. I love adding this ingredient. It's what makes our recipe look like it came straight out of a 5-star restaurant. Next, I add parsley to taste and let it cook for another 5 minutes on low heat. This recipe became part of my routine almost by accident. I made it once just to try it, and the response was instant. The smell took over the kitchen, the look impressed everyone, and it's been in my rotation ever since. Even people who usually don't say much ended up commenting something. And I totally get it. This is one of those recipes that doesn't need tricks or complications. You just follow it calmly and let the process do its job. Try it yourself and then come back and tell me how it turned out.
I added egg to canned tuna and was blown away by the result. Learned this from a 5-star chef. I'm gonna start by adding 1 egg to this 120-gram can of tuna. Then I'll transfer it to another bowl. Don't worry, we're only using a few ingredients. I'm adding a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, a teaspoon of fried garlic. And I'm also adding 1 more egg. Now I'll mix it all together. No rush. You're gonna fall in love with the flavor of this recipe. The taste is amazing. When you try it at home, send me a pic of how it turned out. Alright, I've mixed it well enough. In a pan, I'll pour in some olive oil. Then I'm adding 1 chopped onion. Keep stirring while it cooks. Once it starts turning golden, you're good to go. That onion smell? So good. Honestly, it's one of my favorite ingredients. Goes with just about anything. Now I'll pour the tuna mix right on top. Spread it out evenly with a spoon. Oh, before I forget, tell me what city you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. Today's shout out goes to Jason Miller from Austin, Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I bet you're finding this super easy to follow. I tried to break everything down step by step so you won't have any trouble making it. Now I'll cover it and let it cook for 10 minutes. After that, I'll flip it over using a plate so it can cook on the other side. But first, let's take it up a notch. I'm gonna add some shredded mozzarella. I love cooking with mozzarella, so I'm being generous with it, but you can add as much or as little as you want. Look how pretty it's already looking. This dish will look amazing on the table. I'll sprinkle some oregano on top to finish it off. This is gonna be incredible. Now I'll cover it again and let it cook for another 5 minutes. And look at that! I gotta say, the smell alone is one of the best parts of this recipe. I made this yesterday for some friends and they loved it so much, they begged me to come here and show it to you. Now it's time to cut and plate it. The best thing about this recipe is that you can make it in no time with just a handful of ingredients. That's why it's become a go-to in my house. It's so easy that even if you're not that confident in the kitchen, you'll still be able to make this delicious meal. This one's for anyone who loves quick and easy recipes without sacrificing flavor. Every ingredient was picked with taste and nutrition in mind. Perfect for anyone trying to eat a little better without giving up on flavor. It's one of those dishes. Once you try it, you won't forget it. You'll see that you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen to serve up something amazing. Go ahead and try it out.
A genius bread hack everyone should know. Here I've got a pack of sliced bread, and I'm placing it in a pan with hot oil. Let it sit until you notice it's starting to turn golden. I bet you'll find this super easy to make. Now just set everything aside on a plate. I'm adding 6 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Using a spoon, I'll spread that sauce really well. It's so delicious that it'll disappear fast at your place. Every bite is a wonderful experience. The ingredients I picked are not only full of flavor, but also bring health benefits. I'll layer the bread here until the dish is completely covered. Next, I'm adding 6 tablespoons of cottage cheese. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout-out. Today's shout-out goes to Ethan Miller from Denver, Colorado. I'm so glad you're enjoying these recipes. Simple, easy, and tasty. Exactly what we love. Now I'm adding 150 grams of ham, cut into pieces. When combined, these ingredients create an explosion of flavors everyone will love. To make it even better, I'm adding 150 grams of mozzarella cheese sliced. I bet you're thinking how easy this is to make. Now I'll add 5 tablespoons of tomato sauce and place bread slices right on top. Look at how pretty this is turning out. It's going to be perfect. I'll add another layer with 6 tablespoons of cottage cheese. Spread it out slowly, no rush. I'm sure this recipe will become a classic in your home too. Impossible to make it just once. With just a few ingredients and little time, you've got a true treat ready. You'll see, you don't need to spend hours in the kitchen to have an amazing recipe like this. I'll add another layer of 150 grams of ham. Take your time, and the result will be incredible. Then another layer with 150 grams of mozzarella cheese. To finish, I'll sprinkle grated Parmesan cheese to taste. As much as you want. A touch of oregano for extra flavor. It's a simple prep, but the result is restaurant-worthy. It'll surprise everyone, no doubt. Finally, I'll add a tomato, sliced into rounds, and spread them evenly. Now it goes in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Once the time's up, just look at how amazing it turned out. Now transfer it to a plate. The secret is really in how these ingredients come together. If you get the quantities right, it'll be perfect, just like mine. Look at this texture, it's incredible. And the smell is another highlight. When you make it at home, even your neighbors will know something delicious is baking.
A very famous chef told me the secret and asked me not to reveal it to anyone. To start today's recipe, we're going to cut 1 kilo of potatoes, just like I'm doing. I'll transfer everything into a pot. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and cover everything with hot water. I'm sure you'll be surprised by the final result. Now in a pan, I'll add 1 tablespoon of butter and let it melt. Next, we'll add 3 cloves of garlic to a pan and let them fry. Add half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 of dried parsley, and also 1 of paprika. We'll add 1 cup of heavy cream and stir. I have no doubt you'll come back here to thank me for teaching you. Now I'll add the cooked potatoes into the pan with the sauce and mix everything. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Michael Johnson from New York. I'm glad you're enjoying our recipes. For a special touch, we'll add some mozzarella cheese. The amount is up to you. I'll also add some Parmesan cheese. The combination of both types of cheese is simply wonderful. With just a few ingredients that anyone has at home, we can make a dish much tastier than those sold at traditional restaurants. If you are looking for an option that's easy to make, and even better, saves a lot of money, this is definitely the answer to your problems. I really wish I had learned this secret earlier, and that's why I'm here showing it to you now. To continue, I'll add some bacon. The amount is up to you. I'll also add some parsley. If you don't believe how good this turns out, try it at home and then come back here to tell me your experience. I'd love to know. Make it to share with that special person in your life. They'll be so happy and might even ask what your secret is. It's already become the star of my family gatherings. Whenever I make it, nothing is left. It's simply impossible to eat just a little. I challenge you to tell me if you've ever seen anyone make potatoes like this before. The flavor is light and at the same time very unique. Perfect to serve as a side dish with some rice, but if you want, it can easily be the main dish too. After I learned to make this, I never threw away potatoes at home again.
Add cabbage to boiling water, and you'll love the result. I'll start our recipe by placing 1 cabbage into boiling water. The cabbage is already well chopped, so let's stir a little and let it cook for about 3 minutes. After this time, I'll remove it from the heat and drain all the water. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special greeting. Today's greeting goes to Emily Bwalia from Zambia. I'm happy that you're enjoying our recipes. Now, I'll add cold water to stop the cabbage from cooking further. Tell me, how do you prepare cabbage at home? I'd love to know your recipe. In this pan, I have olive oil. And I'll add 1 chopped onion, 1 grated carrot, 1 chopped green bell pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and mix well, letting everything saute. Now I'll add the cabbage to the pan and mix it with the other ingredients. Guys, this recipe is incredibly delicious. Try it at home and come back to tell me what you think. I'm sure you and your whole family will love it. Now I'll transfer everything to a bowl These ingredients go perfectly together and give a special flavor to the recipe. Then add 2 chopped tomatoes, parsley to taste, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and mix everything very well. This salad is complete, easy to make, and absolutely delicious. This apple pie melts in your mouth. Everyone wants the recipe. In a bowl, I'm adding 3 eggs and whisking them well. Now I'm adding 3/4 cup of sugar, half cup of melted butter, and mixing it all together. Next comes 1 cup of milk. Stir that in. Tell me how you make apple pie at home. I'd love to know your version. Then I'll add 1.5 cups of wheat flour, sifted to keep it nice and light. Now let's mix all that up really well. Just look at this batter. It's already looking amazing. Now I'll add 1 tablespoon of baking powder and mix it in. I've got 3 apples here, and I'm chopping them into small cubes. Toss the apples into the batter and mix it all together. Oh, and before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's goes to Rachel Evans from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm so happy you're enjoying our recipes. Now I'll pour the batter into a pan greased with butter and wheat flour, spreading it evenly. What's your favorite pie recipe? I've got to say, apple's my top pick. It's so easy and foolproof. Bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Once it's done and out of the oven, I'll remove it from the pan and sprinkle some sugar on top. It gives the pie a lovely finish. You can get creative and decorate it with a fancy apple slice on top. Go ahead and impress your guests.
Everyone is grating frozen chicken breast after seeing this genius idea. To start our recipe, we grate a frozen chicken breast into hot water and cook it for a few minutes. After cooking, you'll notice the color change in the chicken, so we remove it from the water and set it aside. Let me know what you're thinking of the recipe so far. I'd love to hear. Now in a bowl, we add 2 eggs, half a cup of milk. I'm mixing these ingredients really well. Then I add half a cup of wheat flour and mix everything until smooth. Now I add the cooked, grated chicken to the mixture. I'm going to add 200 grams of shredded mozzarella here. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Emily Johnson from San Antonio, Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Now we add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and stir just enough to blend everything and help the mixture rise in the oven. In a glass baking dish, I add a bit of olive oil and brush it across the bottom. Then I pour in the mixture and spread it evenly. Some recipes you try just once and suddenly they become a routine. That's what happened here. I made it without any expectations, and now every time I make it, someone comments, either about the smell or how good it looks. I place slices of tomato on top, slices of half a red bell pepper, mozzarella to taste. You can't rush this part. I like to go slow, paying attention to every detail because that's what makes everything come out even and beautiful in the end. I sprinkle some oregano on top, Then we bake it in the oven at 356 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes. There are recipes you try once, just to test, and without realizing it, they become part of your routine. That's exactly what happened with this one. I made it just to use up some ingredients, and now it's one of my most repeated. Every time I make it, someone nearby comments on the smell or the look. And the best part is, there's no mystery. It works every time.